What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel today. We're back on Assetto Corsa again for my hot lap list challenge thing. I realized that at the end of the last episode, I forgot to talk about kind of the overall rundown at this point, so I'm going to do that quickly here before we get going and before we get into the normal proceedings at Laguna and Monza. So for Laguna lap times, right now the leaderboard, currently top of the leaderboard is the Ferrari F2004, predictably at a 1 minute 5.200. Just an unbelievable lap time. Honestly, I still kind of can't believe it myself, even though it was a couple weeks ago now that I ran that lap. Behind that, the classic Lotus 98T 115.125. The Audi R18 e-tron rounds out the podium currently with a 118.713. That's one to keep in mind for today. Fourth place, the classic Sauber C9 122.033. Mazda 787B is fifth, 123.237. Ferrari 312T is sixth. Porsche 911 RSR is seventh. Corvette C7R is eighth. Ninth is the Porsche 917-30. 10th is the Ferrari 599XX Evo, followed by the McLaren P1, Lotus 72, McLaren F1, GTR, Praga R1. Sorry that my ear was itchy. Lotus 49, Porsche 917K, Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, well down the board. Lamborghini Porsche. Why do I keep doing that? Porsche 911 Turbo S. I don't know what's gotten into me. Maybe I'm on heroin or something this morning. I don't know what's going on. Corvette C7, Alfa Romeo 4C, BMW M4, BMW M3 E92, Alpha 33 Stradale, BMW E30 M3, and the Fiat Abarth 500 SS rounds out the charts, a full 46 seconds slower than the Ferrari F2004 around Laguna Seca. So back over now to the Monza lap times, topping that again at a 126.958 is the Ferrari F2004, predictably again. About 9.3 seconds slower than that, the classic Lotus 98T, 136.207. Third place again, the Audi R18 e-tron 139.451. Lap time to keep an eye on today. Fourth place, Sauber C9, 1 minute 41.055, and rounding out top five, kind of a surprise to me, honestly, the Porsche 917-30. Absolute weapon in a straight line, but still didn't necessarily expect it to be faster than things like the 787B and the P1. The 917-30 did a 143.172. Great lap time for that car. Sixth place, the Mazda 787B. Seventh place, the McLaren P1. Eighth place, the Ferrari 599XX Evo. Ninth place, the Ferrari 312T, and the top 10 is rounded out by the McLaren F1 GTR. Great car in a straight line. Just ahead of the Lotus 72, Porsche 911 RSR from last time out, just barely ahead of the Corvette C7R. Lotus 49, Porsche 917K, just ahead of the Sesto Elemento. Praga R1 behind that, definitely not a straight line monster, that car. Porsche 911 Turbo S lagging behind the Sesto Elemento a little bit around Monza. Corvette C7 Stingray, BMW M4, Alpha 33 Stradale ran well considering of what it was up against, actually ahead of the BMW M3 E92. Alfa Romeo 4C, BMW E30 M3, and again, a whopping 1 minute and 2.3 seconds off the pace. The Abarth 500 SS rounds out the Monza lap time. So that brings us to today. What do we have coming up? A very special car again. I mentioned the Audi R18 e-tron that we are going to compare to. Today is, of course, around Laguna and Monza, the Porsche 919 Hybrid from 2016. If you're familiar with kind of the lap records of tracks, the Evo version of this car, where they basically took all the restrictors off and just made it as fast as possible for one lap, that car is kind of an evolution, or hence the name, duh. That car is based off of, I guess, of this car, when they took all the bits that they need for endurance racing and regulations in WEC. They took all that stuff off, and that's what the 919 Evo is. But we just have the normal one here today, 919 Hybrid 2016. Should be a great race car. Don't really know what to expect. Probably something similar to the Audi would be my assumption. As far as specifics, I should go back and check and make sure that we don't have anything weird in the setups here. I don't remember if we ran soft tires or not, but whatever. We're not going to change the electronics. I don't think we did on the Evo either, so we got soft tires for this car. We'll head right out into it. I did love this car in sim, drove it quite a bit in the past. I say in sim, in iRacing. Tricky car to get right. I used to love the Audi in sim, not so much anymore. It's a little bit quirky now. This is a little bit more my liking. I'm not a huge fan of LMP1 as a whole. I don't really drive it that much, especially, but still super fun, super fast car. Something special that we have in sim racing to drive stuff like this. But not necessarily my cup of tea. This is a high power, fast, aerodynamic based car. Interesting car, fun car, but not something that you'll see me in all the time. It has 7 gears. Yes, we'll use that at Monza perhaps. Won't need it around here. Super tough to see around some of the corners in this car. Being a left-hand drive, massive 8-pillar. I don't know how the guys in real life do it. It's absolutely insane. We will do our best, get our bearings here. And we have to start this warm-up lap. Just about get the car stopped. On the power hard, and here we go. Start the first lap, warm-up lap, see what we can run. Honestly, almost kind of looking out the left side window of this car. You kind of see your turn-in points and your apexes for some of these corners. Living fourth through there seems to be good enough. The fourth there seems to work okay. Of course, in race trim and longer race, you would try and maximize the brake zones of this car, take advantage of the hybrid regeneration. Not doing that here today, we don't care, we're only doing 2 laps, so. Alright, quick warm-up lap there, good enough. See if we can replicate on a flying lap, maybe find a little bit more pace, so here we go. Not perfect start to the lap, just kind of meh. Make the best of it here. A little bit deep in there, we made it. It's fine. A lot of the apron used there. Tidier through there that time. Just about to get turned into the final corner. 1:14.94 to beat. 1:13.4, so a 1.5 second pickup there from the warm-up. That's an excellent pickup. Pretty happy with that. I don't remember exactly what the Audi ran. Let's see, Laguna Seca. Audi ran 1:18. Wow, that's... The Audi must be an older car or something then. It should not be that much off the pace. I don't know why that is. That's kind of interesting, actually. I know I put the soft tires on this car, but the soft tires should not be 5 seconds. That's bonkers. So that's an interesting one. A 1:18 compared to a 1:13.4, whatever this was. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to feel about that. It's not that the car is slow by any means. It's a weapon of a car and it's a pleasure to drive, but it's just interesting that there's that much of a pace differential. I wasn't expecting that. So that's an interesting one to note for sure. I don't know. That's a peculiar one. We'll see how this one works here. I don't know. We'll see how this goes for the car at whatchamacallit, this place. There's hard tires, medium and soft, so whatever, we'll just go with it. Maybe it is that much of a difference. I wouldn't expect it to be, but again, what do I know? I'm not an engineer. We're just gonna go with it. Again, this car will be absolutely mighty. But on the track like this is pretty much what it's designed for. Again, maybe it's just the car variety. I'm not a huge fan of the Audi anymore, which is this generation of Audi R18, this generation of Porsche 919. I am a slightly bigger fan of this car. Not a huge fan of either car, honestly, like I said, but this car will be a little bit easier to nail some of these corners. This track being clockwise. Wish it went down earlier there. See how we do here. Don't really know quite what to expect. A little bit understeered through there. Got through there pretty well. Decent enough. Braking about 150 as usual. Plenty there. Alright, out to start the warm-up. Down the front stretch, see what comes me here, probably about 190 or so. Good through there, not perfect. Good. Decent chicane, overdrove just slightly, I think. Let's pull one, definitely need to be on the brakes more, use third. Let's pull two, that was pretty good right there. Not perfect, pretty good. Some of that battery to power us up towards the Scari. There we go, that was pretty good through there. It's gonna be tough to match that next lap. That was pretty damn good. Alright. Yeah, I'm braking about 150 or so. Good enough. Alright, on the boost button all the way down here. Start the flyer, we'll see what this warm-up is. Looks like it's going to be about 136. Again, should reach about 190. Entry wasn't quite as good, but the exit was much better. First chicane there. Not perfect, but a little better. A little better through second chicane as well, gave up a little bit of the entry. Much better through Lesmo 1. See if we can nail Lesmo 2. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Not perfect, but good. Just about matching what we did the previous lap through there, so that's good. Need a slight lift there, just keep the thing in line, but that was pretty good through Scari. Gave up a little bit through the exit, I think. Center and entry was good though. Buried it down there for the last time, just about got the thing stopped and turned. Oh yeah, off the last corner, down the line. shorten up as much as possible. 135.5. So we found, what, right about 9/10 or so? Is that right? See how that compares to the Audi R18 e-tron on the lap timer. Audi R18, where are we? 139.4. So again, that's like 4 seconds slower. I don't know. I don't know if that's a car modeling thing or maybe it's a different year. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, that kind of surprises me a little bit that there's a 4 second difference there. Maybe that's realistic and these are just different cars and I'm mistaken, but that's a little bit surprising to me that that's the case. So, nonetheless, happy with the lap times there. Pretty straightforward. Fun car drive, not the easiest car to get the maximum out of, but definitely an enjoyable car, a responsive car, and the lap timer shows that that's a beast. So you can see that we even gave up a little bit in the first sector. Mega second sector, pretty good third sector. So happy with that lap, happy with the progression, and that's the 919 hybrid Porsche done. So LMP1 car, check. Compared to two, and didn't give very good data, honestly. I probably shouldn't use soft tires. I don't remember if I did on the Audi or not. We'll have to go back and look at that. But regardless, that's 919 Evo. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want you to miss any of the action from Assetto, Corsa, iRacing, F122, or anything else I may post. So that's it. We're getting down to nitty gritty here. So until next time, bye bye.